Hey there! Open up your Spotify app because we are going to start cracking down on Spotify trends from 1999 to 2019. Rather than looking at individual songs, we'll look at the bigger picture being music genres. What affects the popularity of music genres? I'm Peel, your host on this journey through music exploration, and will take you on 3 different rides, so buckle up. First off, as a curious music listener, have you ever wondered how many songs does each genre produce, and how many of them turn popular? From this raised bar chart, we can see that the pop genre was always a common genre among popular songs. Hip-hop had the highest number of popular songs in overall, and interestingly, the Latin genre only started to rise from 2017 onwards. Now the question is, does the number of popular songs affect the genre's popularity score? Evidently, this dumbbell chart shows that it's not always the case. Hip-hop dropped in popularity despite producing the most number of popular songs. Latin music, which only started rising much later, had the greatest surge in popularity, and surprising enough, even though it's a niche genre, it overtook the pop genre in terms of this average popularity score, despite the pop genre claiming to be the most common genre among many popular songs. On to the next ride. You are going to be a music producer. You should already know how louder songs are generally more energetic and acoustic songs are more laid back with lesser energy. And now, you're trying to play around the beats and melodies that works the best for the genre of your client's upcoming track. Of course, we want it to be popular, so let's make it more energetic, louder, reduce the acoustics, and definitely stay away from reverb to tone down those live sound qualities. Are you going for a rock genre? Well, check out this radar chart. It'd be better to crank up the loudness and boost the energy and ditch the acoustics. This radar chart shows us that some genres do differ from each other in terms of these technical music characteristics, but some of the remaining genres do look very similar. So the conclusion is, fixation on the composition of these genres does not strongly justify the popularity differences among genres. Because if you think about it, some songs can just sound bizarre, and its genre can be so indiscernible, whether it falls under pop or rock, but it happens to do very well. So the question is it actually the song characteristics, or is it the power of artist branding and reputation? And that is where our part 3 comes in. Imagine you are the artist, or maybe the artist manager, whichever you like. And now your task is to name your pop song. How about the word love? It's such a recurring theme, isn't it? But looking at this lollipop chart, we just remembered, while love appears often, its popularity isn't exclusive to one genre. Words like love can be found in pop, rock, hip-hop. And the popularity scores seem very similar. This suggests that there isn't a hard rule to come up with genre-specific words or titles, because it is really subjective and up to the artist to decide what kind of song titles best encapsulates the song's message. And as you know, many artists like to draw on their personal experiences to name the song, and they don't have to be restricted to whatever genre of the song that they're releasing. Now, let's move on to the artist popularity, which we actually talked about briefly. So the general trend from this animated scatter plot is that artists that has a larger following will boost the song's popularity. But of course, this pattern varies across different genres. So for example, in pop genre, the size of artist following has significant positive correlation with the song popularity. Whereas in hip-hop genre, the size of artist following has minimal effect on the song popularity, as shown in the rectangle where you have some songs that remain to be popular even though the hip-hop artists have very low follower count. And what could be the reason why? Well, I think that it's because the pop genre or the pop industry is becoming more broad, more mainstream with many, many songs that are being released, even more than the songs that are released in hip-hop or the rock industry. With more songs being released in the industry, the artists not only have to produce good quality ones, it is not enough to just produce good quality songs, but it is also on their part to go the extra mile to keep their fans engaged and connected through social media presence. And because of the extra effort to engage with fans or engage with the audience through platforms, the following size matters a lot in pop genre. Whereas for hip-hop music genre, the tracks are more focused on the lyrical depth and the cultural resonance. That in pop genre, the fans are more will crave more for the artist connections and to be able to be aware of what the artist is doing, their works. Whereas for the hip hop fans, they're more in touch with the quality of the song, how artistically good the song is, and therefore will keep more engaged with those hip hop artists as long as the song quality is good. So they do not worry or do not take in consideration the popularity of the artist on these social media channels as compared to the pop fans. And I think that could explain why the size of the artist following has a huge or more impact on the song's popularity in the pop genre compared to the hip hop genre. And now, as an artist, you're an artist, you want to know who you want to collaborate with so that you can probably boost your popularity score a bit. Well, the thing is, the effect of artist collaborations varies for different genres. So as you see in this cluster bar chart, the impact of the collaborations is not that significant in country, R&B, and rock genres because artists rarely collaborate with each other in these types of songs because they usually have their own sounds. Whereas it is more common in the pop, dance, electronic music, as well as hip-hop genres. And if you look at the bar chart, which shows the average popularity before and after collaboration, or maybe solo and collaboration songs, dance and electronic genre actually happens to benefit a lot from these collaborations because if you think about it, the artists are actually just remixing beats and stuff. So perhaps having collaborations with other artists, maybe from different genres or even from the same genre, can help to improve their outreach and their recognition out there in the music industry because they tend to not be singing in these songs. So having another artist who's able to, who's more popular could help to boost their popularity score in general. So even as you say pop genre has a lot of collaborations, but it also depends on the artist. So some artists tend to benefit from the collaboration, some artists tend to do worse when they're doing collaboration, maybe not. Some artists don't also, even if they do worse, some artists don't experience that impact, that fall that greatly compared to some other artists. So it really depends on the artist as well. So it's not just every artist, and this effect, it can be seen very significantly in the pop genre because it's up to the artists themselves. And this wraps up my presentation on the factors that affect the genre's popularity, including the artist's popularity. Thank you.